In this series of videos, we will read the Care Certificate Workbooks, both what you need to know and what do you know now. This video covers Standard 6, Communication, what do you know now? And it's over to my colleague to read through this workbook.
The Care Certificate, Communication, what do you know now? Standard 6 of the Care Certificate Workbook. Activity 6.1a. Choose 5 different types of communication and describe how and when they might be used. Describe. To describe means to create a picture with words but not simply writing a list of bullet points. Activity 6.1b. Use examples from your own workplace to describe how good and poor communication could affect relationships at work. Describe. To describe means to create a picture with words but not simply writing a list of bullet points. Examples of good communication affecting a work relationship. Examples of poor communication affecting a work relationship. Activity 6.1c. Imagine you are talking to an individual about a change to their care plan. During the conversation, which starts very relaxed, you notice the person starts getting fidgety and avoiding eye contact. Their body language changes, they turn sideways on their chair so they can no longer face you. Why is it important you notice these changes in the other person's reactions? Why is it important that you respond to these changes and the other person's reactions? Activity 6.2a, Part 1. Use a spider diagram to list 4 ways that can help you to establish an individual's communication or language needs, wishes and preferences. List. To list means to write in bullet points or provide short answers that are straight to the point. Ways that can help me to establish communication, language needs, wishes and preferences. Activity 6.2a, Part 2. Describe how each of the above can help you establish an individual's communication and language needs, wishes and preferences. Describe. To describe means to create a picture with words, but not simply writing a list of bullet points. Include details like why and how. Activity 6.2b. Think of the different communication needs, wishes and preferences that the individuals may have. Complete the diagram below to list at least 6 styles or methods of communication that could help when you're communicating with individuals. An example is being provided. List. To list means to write in short bullet points or provide short answers which are straight to the point. Touch is the example for you. Communication styles and methods that help to meet needs, wishes and preferences. Activity 6.3a and b. Complete the table below to make a list of potential barriers to effective communication and describe the ways to reduce the barrier. An example has been provided for you. Describe. To describe means to create a picture with words but not simply writing a list of bullet points. Include details like why and how. A barrier to communication. Substance misuse is the example given. How can it be reduced? If an individual's behaviour is affected because of misuse of substances, I need to think carefully about how I will use my communication skills to make sure the individual is supported. If they are frustrated and angry, I will need to use a calming tone of voice and relaxed body language, but maintain a safe distance. Activity 6.3c. During any conversation or discussion, you would like to know that you have got your point across to the other person or people, and that they know or understand what you mean. How could you check to make sure that the other person understands what you are saying? Activity 6.3d. Think of an individual or group of individuals in your workplace that you might struggle to communicate with. Make sure you respect confidentiality by not using their name. Who could help you with this information, support or services to communicate more effectively? How could they help? The example from my workplace I have chosen is: I could find information, support or services from. They could help me too. Activity 6.4a. In your own words, describe the meaning of confidentiality in relation to your job role. You might use your contract or job description to help you. Describe. To describe means to create a picture with words, but not simply writing a list of bullet points. Include details like why and how. My job role as. confidentiality means. Activity 6.4b. Familiarise yourself with your workplace's agreed ways of working in relation to confidentiality. Complete the table below to list legislation and agreed ways of working to maintain confidentiality in your daily routines. Agreed ways of working. This refers to the company policies and procedures. This includes those less formally documented by individual employees and self-employed, as well as formal policies such as Dignity Code. Essence of care and compassion in practice. List. To list means to write in bullet points or provide short answers that are straight to the point. So we've got here the boxes where we've got legislation and also agreed ways of working. At times you may come activity 6.4c. At times you may come across situations where you need to share confidential information, even if the individual doesn't want to. Give 3 examples of situations that might happen in your workplace where information might need to be passed on to other key people. Example 1, 2 and 3. Activity 6.4d. Imagine one of the situations you have described in the last task happens whilst you are on duty. Who could you ask for advice and support about confidentiality? And how would they be able to help you? People I would ask, they could help me with advice and support because.
Well done on completing the What You Need to Know booklet. We have the next standard in this playlist to support your learning through the full 15 standards.